Hello students and welcome back to our channel One Mark Solution. On this channel you will get a lot of practice questions, especially in the form of multiple choice questions. That is why it is One Mark Solutions. You can easily score a lot of one single marks through these sessions. Today we are here with the third session of the chapter A Game of Chance, chapter 8 from your honeysuckle textbook. Now, those who are watching this session for the first time, kindly like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You will definitely get a lot of benefit through this session and through all the other sessions we have done. I am Mrs. Jabin and I will continue discussing the reference based questions from the chapter A Game of Chance. We discussed two reference based questions or two reference to context questions in the second session of this chapter. Those who have not watched it, please do watch. We are now here with the third reference to context. Now, this is the extract from the chapter A Game of Chance. People were looking at me. Some were laughing at my bad luck, but none showed any sympathy. Bhaiya and I went to the place where uncle had left us and waited for him to return. Presently he came back. He looked at me and said, Rashid, you look upset. What is the matter? Now, this is the reference to context. Now, reference to context is nothing but a few lines taken from a chapter or a poem, and some questions are asked based on that particular extract. Okay, they are also known. It is also known as extract-based questions. Okay, so the first question here is: the people were laughing at the narrator because he looked a fool, because of his looks, because of his stress, or because he had lost all his money. Now, if you remember, we discussed in the second session that Rashid was enticed or tempted to try his luck by the shopkeeper. And when he tried his luck, he lost all his money because there was nothing to do with luck in that shop. It was all about the cunning shopkeeper who was cheating Rashid. So people were laughing at the narrator because he had lost all his money. Okay, then the uncle had gone on business to roam about with his friends, or he had gone home. Now, this also we discussed in the first and the second sessions. Uncle brought Bhaiya and Rashid to the fair, and on the way to the fair, he met some friends and he left Rashid and Bhaiya at a place and he went with his friends. So the correct answer here is he went with his friends. He had gone with his friends. His friends wanted him to spend some time with them, so he went with them. Now, the passage has been taken from the lesson. Now, in the exam, you will get one such question like this also. Name the chapter, name the poem, name the poet sort of questions. Okay. So you must read the chapters very carefully so that you are able to identify which chapter the extract is taken from. Now, this particular extract is taken from the chapter A Game of Chance. Now, it is easy for us to know because we are discussing that chapter. But in the exam, you will have no clue unless and until you would have read the chapter carefully. So, read the chapters carefully. The next question. The narrator looked upset because he was feeling homesick. He was not dressed well. Nobody sympathized with him. He had lost all his money. Now the narrator was narrator. Who is the narrator here? None but Rashid. Now Rashid was upset because he was cheated by the shopkeeper and so had lost all his money. He did not get any benefit. He did not get any good price at all. In fact, the shopkeeper took away all his money and he ended up losing everything. So he was quite upset. Now, the word presently in the passage means soon, after a long time, late, after some time. Okay, so now Rashid and Bhaiya waited for him to return, waited for uncle to return, and presently meaning soon, uncle came. Okay, he came and he asked Rashid why he was looking upset. And why was Rashid looking upset? Because he had lost all his money at the lucky shop. Now, let us look at another reference to context. Okay, this is how it goes. You don't know, child, uncle said. They were all friends of the shopkeeper. They were playing tricks to tempt you to buy your luck, to try your luck. They wanted your money and they got it. Now forget about it and don't tell anybody of your bad luck or your foolishness. Okay? Now, who was Uncle speaking to? His son, the narrator, a child in the crowd, or Bhaiya? Uncle, the child here is none but the narrator. Okay? So, Uncle was speaking to the narrator. Let us look at the second question from the reference to context from this extract. The friends of the shopkeeper were two old persons, one old man and a boy and a girl, or two young people. Now, this question has been discussed in another form in one of the sessions earlier. So, the two friends of the shopkeeper were the old man and the boy, who were friends of the shopkeeper and who, along with the shopkeeper, were cheating people by pretending to win so many things when it was all a game that was played by the shopkeeper to cheat innocent people. Okay, then they got the money gambling by doing service, by selling goods, or by cheating. Now, who does this they refer to? They refer to the friends of the shopkeeper. Who were the friends of the shopkeeper? The boy and the old man. The boy and the old man. These were the two people. Okay, so how did they get the money? They got the money by cheating. It was not a fair game that they were playing. They were cheating because they wanted others to come and lose their money. Okay, then look at the next question. Uncle told him not to tell anybody because they would be upset. People have no sympathy. They would also laugh at him. He could not get his money back. Now, what do you mean by this word sympathy? Some of you might not know the meaning of the word sympathy. Sympathy means when somebody feels sorry for you. Okay, so here, Uncle told Rashid not to tell anybody because they would also laugh at him. Nobody would feel sorry for Rashid. Okay, they would all laugh at him because he was so easily cheated. Okay, then let's look at the next question. The adjective form of foolishness. Now, what do you mean by an adjective? What's an adjective? An adjective is a describing word. Okay, now foolishness is noun. So, adjective form of foolishness is foolish. We say he is a foolish boy. Boy is a noun, foolish is an adjective. Okay, so such kind of questions you will get in your exams from all chapter. It can come from any chapter. Few lines will be given and you will be asked to answer those questions. You need not worry about it. It is nothing difficult. It is just a little effort that is required. You need to read the chapters and you'll be able to answer them perfectly. And if you want some practice, do please join our channel. Watch the videos where we have lots of questions and answers for you to practice. And do share and subscribe to the link. I hope you've all understood the reference to context, the extract based questions. We will come back with another chapter and more questions for you to practice in the next session. Till then,